Hello, my name is Greg Rios. I want to do a stand-up comedy called Crazy and Funny. I'm going to start off with my trip to Puerto Rico. I went back to Puerto Rico. And my friend goes and picks me up at the airport. And he tells me, well, welcome back, Greg. I'm going to take you to Busch Gardens. And I was thinking that there's no Busch Gardens in Puerto Rico that I know of. But I didn't say nothing. So he's like, come on, let's go to Busch Gardens. So he takes me over to this area. And it's like the San Juan area. And he says, okay, well, here we are, here at Busch Gardens. And I'm looking around, and I don't see any water slides here. And I tell him, there's no water slides in this area. This ain't no Busch Gardens. He's like, yeah, this ain't no type of Busch Gardens from the United States. This is Busch Gardens in Puerto Rico. Let's go inside the building. You're going to see what I'm telling you about. So when we walk inside, this Busch Gardens is a strip club. This Busch Gardens is a strip club. And he tells me, look at those ladies. Look at the bushes that those ladies have. Look at them. Look, they haven't shaved at all. Look how hairy they are. This is what we call Busch Gardens. They put all the girls all together. They spread their legs. Look at all those bushes. Is a Busch Gardens. I went to the back to get a lap dance from one of the girls, and the girl is grinding on my leg. She's humping all the way, and I'm getting all into the lap dance. And as she's doing this, she grinds a little bit closer to my leg. A bag of cocaine fell out her ass. And I said, what the fuck is that? She said, what? I said, this. I picked it up. It was a little bag of cocaine that fell out of her asshole. And she said, give me that back. I'm supposed to take that back to my man in jail. Like I was planning to take it because it was dirty. I wasn't planning to take that shit anyway. I gave it back to her. The riots in Puerto Rico are different from the riots in the United States. The riots in Puerto Rico, a little more peaceful. Like people lose their jobs over there, and instead of them throwing rocks at the buildings and breaking cars, hurting people, what they do is they bring out some congas in front of a building. They even bring beer. They start singing and dancing. You hear the congas going tum 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 tum. People start gathering up together. They start even doing the train dance. They dance behind each other. Now, these are the type of riots in Puerto Rico. Very kind of peaceful riots. The cop comes over, try to pepper spray them. They grab the pepper spray. They put it on the pig. They even roast the pig while they're doing a riot. I mean, these are the peaceful, nice riots of Puerto Rico, man. The game shows in Puerto Rico are a little bit different too. They start off with questions like, who was the only cartel drug dealer that escaped from jail twice? Pablo Escobar or Chapo Guzman? Pablo Escobar. Bam, wrong. The one who escaped from jail twice was El Chapo Guzman. Who was the only drug cartel leader that only sold cocaine? The cartel leader that only sold cocaine. El Chapo Guzman. Bam, wrong. The only cartel leader that sold cocaine was Pablo Escobar. And they call some special guest down to be to ask questions, and they like, oh, you're the lucky host, or as they say, guest. So the guest comes down, then they ask him, choose behind door number 1, behind door number 2, or behind door number 3. Which door would you like to choose? They'll choose door number 2. Bing! Yours the lucky day. You got a case of tequila and a kilo of cocaine. The girl goes, ah! The host asked the girl, The hoe asked the girl, are you curious what was behind door number 1? The girl says yes. Bing! SWAT comes out. You under arrest. Are you curious what was behind door number 3? They switched the door. Bling! Cartel. Prrrah, you're shot. And that's it for the game shows from PR. There's so many mosquitoes in Puerto Rico. People use it as an excuse to slap people. I went to my house, and I get there. My girlfriend is waiting for me at my house, and she said, "Come over here. Come over here. I got to tell you something." And when I get closer to her, she slaps me. And I said, "What the fuck was that for?" She said, "You had a mosquito on your face." I was like, "Oh, really?" So I slapped her back twice. Pa, pa! I said, "You had 2 mosquitoes in your face." So after that, I tell her, "Well, let's go up to my bed, to my room." She said, "You want me to go up to your room? I'm not going straight to your bed." I said, "You're going to have to, because I don't have a sofa, and I just have a bed." So she's like, okay, she didn't care. So we go upstairs to my bedroom, and I swear this is a true story. We're in my bed, and we're having sex and so on, and this water comes down from the ceiling right on top of my bed. I had a busted apartment, man. It was an old apartment. The water's coming down from the ceiling straight down to us on top of my bed. And she's like, "Oh, damn, what is this water on here?" And I was like, "Yeah, baby, it's a water bed. I mean, what else can we do?" And as we're having sex, I'm looking at the wall, and I swear, my apartment has been closed down for a while. I just got back. I didn't get to clean it. And I'm having sex with her, and I look at the wall, and there's a spider looking at us. The spider's like about this big of my hand. It has like around 8 eyes. And the spider's just straight looking at us. And I'm looking at the spider. I'm thinking, this spider's enjoying the show. This spider is a perverted spider looking at us having sex through all of her 8 eyes in high definition. And I swear these spiders appear always at the wrong time for me. I get up after me and my girl got done, and I go take a shower. I'm taking a shower, and I look over to the wall, and there's this little spider on the wall, and I'm looking at it. The spider's looking at me. I'm showering, and I could almost sense what the spider's saying. The little spider's looking at me and tells me, "Hey, I got 6 arms. I could help you wash your back." And I was like, "Well, not today, bro." I go, I swear my apartment was like sometimes a little National Geographic. It's like up in the country in Puerto Rico, and these animals come out sometimes, and it's crazy. After I finish talking to that spider, I sit down, watch TV for a little bit. I come back to the bathroom, and I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down in the toilet, to do whatever I got to do. And as I'm sitting down in the toilet, I swear, I felt something that swang off my dick. I was like this. I was like this. And I'm sitting down, and I felt something that went through, and it just swang off my dick. And when I got up the toilet, I was like, "What the fuck was that?" I looked over, and it was another fucking spider about this big. And the spider swung off my dick like Tarzan to get from one side of the toilet bowl to the other. I could have sworn I heard the spider go, "Oh!" I was like, "Oh, hell no, man. This, I got to get out of here." I went to the river. True story, too. I went to the river for a little while, and I'm I see this big snake. It's like a little Puerto Rican boa. It's like about, it's kind of big. It's not a really big snake. It's like a Puerto Rican boa, smaller than a boa. So I'm crossing, and I see the snake just cross right in front of me, boom, really fast. And the snake just runs right in front of me, really scared, and then hides his head, only his head, underneath a rock, like this. Just only covering his 2 eyes, like this. And leaves his whole body out. Like the snake is like, if I can't see him, he can't see me. Poor little thing. He just hit all his face. Only his face. He left his whole body out. There is no dangerous animals in Puerto Rico. But the only dangerous animals in Puerto Rico are the people. Trust me. I used to live in a trailer home, and it wasn't so bad. It was actually kind of fun to live in a trailer home because whoever tried to break into my house, I would just drive away. Try to break into my house, You try to break in my window? Ooh, see you later. I was going to go visit my girlfriend in the country, in Puerto Rico. And in the country in Puerto Rico, man, there are no street signs, I swear. And trying to get directions to where she lives. And she tells me, well, you go down the hill, you make a left on the mango tree. Then after the mango tree, you make a right on the orange tree. Once you make the right on the orange tree, you make a left on the apple tree. This is how the directions are. There are no fucking signs over there. So I'm getting over there. It's getting dark. I'm kind of lost. I look over to the left, and I see something kind of big in the yard. So I'm thinking it's my girlfriend. My girlfriend's big. And I'm like, honey, is that you over there at the left-hand side in that yard? She's like, no, that's not me. That's a cow. I was like, oh, shit, baby. I thought she wears a lot of black and white. I thought it was her. But anyway, so I finally find her house. We at her house. We're getting our stuff done. And when I get to her house, we're getting busy and stuff, having sex, whatever. And she has one of these floor fans. And the floor fan doesn't have its cover, the metal cover. So I get up from her bed. I didn't see the floor fan. I get up from the bed with my dick really hard. And I ran into the fucking floor fan. I swear, my dick went like this. I was like, God damn it, was that payback for when I slapped you twice for the fucking mosquitoes? You gotta put these fucking covers on the floor fans, man. After that, I went to my grandma's house. And I'm over there, say hello to my grandma. So I go to use my grandma's shower. And I go shower my grandma in the bathroom. I come out from my grandma's bathroom. And I get the towel. And as I'm drying myself with the towel, I just realize this is not my towel. I realize that this is my grandma's towel. And my grandma just used this towel like about probably 10 minutes ago. When I wiped my face with this fucking towel, with my grandma's towel, it smelled like clam chowder with like some type of lemon, and it was gooey, and I just put it over my face. I didn't know what to do, or cry, or run. It was one of the most horrible feelings of my whole life. I went back to my apartment. My apartment looks like a little National Geographic. I go back to my apartment, and I was drunk and bored. and I see a bunch of little ants moving around. And I got really curious, and I was thinking, these ants are funny, man. Because, like, how one of these ants finds a little piece of meat, and it's just one, and then later on, you see like 100 of them. Like, do they communicate with the little antennas? Like, 10-4, 10-4, I found a piece of meat over here. And then they communicate back. The ants, like they got the little antennas, and they're like communicating back and forth. Because I swear I saw one, and in 15 minutes I came back, and I saw a bunch of them. And they were just in a line trying to pick up the piece of ham. And then you always see like this one lost ant away from the other ones. Like, there's a line of ants, and then there's just one away from the pack. And you know that's the lazy ant. And the group is saying, get your ass over here and come to work. And that lost ant, the one is only long, is like, no, hell no, I'll see you guys later. And he leaves. So they just try to carry it all together, the group of ants. I was trying to fuck with the ants, so I gave them a spicy Dorito. True story. Gave them a really spicy Dorito. Actually, I put more spice on the Dorito to make it more hotter. And I just threw the spicy Dorito at them with the hot sauce, and the ants bit the Dorito. And I swear, when they bit the Dorito, they jumped back. They went, oh, what the fuck was that? That shit is too spicy. They try, even though the Dorito's too spicy, they try to carry it out through my window, and I see them carrying the big Dorito. Dorito's going back and forth, and the ants are just trying to carry it, all 20 of them, and they couldn't break it out the window because they couldn't bend the Dorito sideways. They had the Dorito like this. They were trying to push it upwards. I kind of helped them out, and I put the Dorito outside the window for them. I could have sworn they looked at me, and they were like, yeah, thank you, bro, you helped us. When I got back to Puerto Rico, my cousin calls me, and he tells me, yo, Greg, what's going on? How you been? I'm like, I'm good, man. You know, it's my apartment. It looks like a fucking National Geographic here. You know, it's been a while since I cleaned it, or, you know, I haven't been here in years. He's like, anything else? He's like, yeah, well, I told him, listen, cuz, every morning around 7 in the fucking morning, I hear some scratching noise in my stairs, like click, click, click. And I didn't know what it was, so I wake up and I open the door, cause it was a fucking chicken scratching on my damn steps. And then not only that, the chicken looks at me and lays an egg right in front of my door. I swear it's a true story. And this is exactly what my cousin said. Oh, bro, that's nothing. That's just like bed and breakfast. And I was like, oh, shit, dude, that's some new stuff. I don't think they have bed and breakfast where I live, but that's some new stuff for me. God has some crazy ass sense of humor, because why did God invent bees? I think I asked God this one time in my dream or something, and God said, I invented bees to make people slap their heads. I think it's kind of funny. Haven't you seen people run around trying to smack the bees out their heads? You go, pat, pat, pat. It's all right. They get bit a little bit, but it's nothing serious, you know? I think God likes to watch people get bit by bees. He thinks it's funny, man. They say that years ago, thousands of years ago, God used to answer. And you know, like if you needed, if you needed help in some way, God, you would say, oh, God, help me, I'm drowning. Well, God will come and send an angel to save you. Or, oh, God, help me, and the lion is about to eat me. God will, like, send some lightning and kill the lion or something? Well, God doesn't answer anymore. I'm going to tell you why. Because now, every time we call God, it's because we're having sex. So every time he looks down and he thinks you're in trouble, you're not really in trouble. What you're doing is you're having sex, you're getting fucked, or you're fucking, and you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. God looks over, he's like, what? What's going on? And when he looks down, you're humping something, or you're getting fucked. He's like, oh, he's all right. He's just having sex. He doesn't need my help. So now, every time somebody calls God, God thinks, oh, they're just having sex. He doesn't even look down anymore to help you. It's like, oh God, you can get being shot. Oh God, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot, God. And God's like, he doesn't even look down. Oh, he's all right. He's just getting fucked or having sex. You got to stop calling God while you're having sex, okay? Because he won't really help you. Have you ever been masturbating and you thought a ghost has been watching you? am I the only one? I've been masturbating and sometimes I'm looking around. I'm in bed, I'm looking around, it's dark, and I'm thinking, my grandma just died. Like about a month ago. I hope she doesn't come over trying to visit me at this time, because it's the wrong time, and I stop. Just in case if I hear something, I look around. And if she does come over, I was like, Grandma, this is a bad time right now. I'll go to church and we'll talk at church, okay, Grandma? One time, I was like 14 years old. And 14, 13, around there. And first time that I learned how to masturbate, and I was a little kid. I was in the bathroom, and my aunt caught me masturbating. And she said, hey, kid, what are you doing? I'm like, my pee-pee hurts. My pee-pee hurts. That's why I'm moving it up and down, up and down. When I went back to Puerto Rico, I saw a lot of my old friends. It's a small town where everybody knows each other. And I saw one of my old friends. And I'm like, yo, how you been? He's like, man, I've been all right. It's like, how? It's been years since I haven't seen you. He's like, yeah, I know. So are you all right? He's like, yeah, man, I'm all right. Except for a couple of things. I don't have no hair on my head. I got hair underneath my armpits, hair on my chest, hair on my legs, hair inside my nose, hair coming out my ears, but I have no hair on my fucking head. Why the fuck is that, man? Is that a curse, he said? I was like, I don't know. I told him, once you take some hair out your balls and have a hair transplant, put it on your head. I saw another friend of mine, and he got out of jail. He was in jail for like 10 years. This is a true story. We're talking, how you been, blah, blah, blah. And, we hung out, we had a couple of drinks. And then one day I'm sitting in front of his house. I'm sitting down, and he tells me, he don't even sound gay. He tells me like this. Hey, Greg, I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. And I like how you look in those sweatpants. And I like how your little lips puckered up. And I was like, what? I was like, what? He took me by surprise, He doesn't sound gay. And he's like, I'm serious, Greg. I like the way you look. I like the way you're sitting down on my on my balcony, and your little cute ass is puffing out. And then he says, Greg, why are you laughing? You don't believe me? He said, I told my mom that I like you. And I was like, what? You told your mom? What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you don't believe me? He calls his mom. Hey, mom, come here. But he doesn't say it gay. He says it just like that. Hey, mom. He got like this New York accent. Hey, mom, come here. Greg don't believe me that I told you that I like him. Just like that. He's a good friend of mine. One day he got kicked out of his house. It's a true story. He got kicked out of his house. He calls me. He's like, man, I need a place to stay, bro, for just like a day or so. And I'm like, all right, bro. You know, I know the guy for years. So I let him stay in my house. And we drank, you know, a couple of things. But I only have one bed, of course. I have a small apartment, and it was just one bed, no sofa. So I was like, all right, bro, you can sleep in the bed with me. So he doesn't say nothing. The next day we wake up. I swear this is exactly what happened. I wake up. He looked straight at me. And he said, I knew someday you were going to be in bed with me. I was like, no, man. I just let you stay in bed because there's only one bed. There's no sofa. Okay? I've known you for years. Stop your bullshit. I checked my ass just in case. See, make sure he nothing happened when I woke up. I was all right. I asked him, so, bro, what did you do in jail? And it's the same guy that likes me, you know, the buddy of mine for years. I asked him, so what happened to you in jail? What did you do in jail? He was like, man, I used to be a pimp in jail. I had somebody transferred a blow-up doll into jail. And I blew up the blow-up doll in jail. I used to charge people to fuck the blow-up doll in jail. I used to charge what they call commissary. You know, that food that they buy in jail. They got ramen noodles and stuff. If you fuck the blow-up doll for like half an hour, you got to give me 2 bags of ramen noodles. Like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. I had another buddy of mine that I saw, another one that went to jail. I mean, it's crazy. I saw him, he was all tattooed up. And it's a true story. I said, yo, how you been? He's like, I've been all right. I said, you been to jail too? He's like, yeah, of course. I said, for what? Yeah, exactly what he said. He went to jail in Ohio. He said, I was in jail in Ohio because I killed a dog. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude. I killed a German Shepherd. Used to be my girlfriend's German Shepherd. The dog attacked me. I stabbed the shit out of him. They put me in jail for animal cruelty. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But then he said, but they let me out early because the neighbor said that the dog was a really bad dog. And he tried to attack the neighbors. So the neighbors were witnesses that the dog was a really bad dog, so they let me out soon. The dog had a worse record than me. So they let me out 2 weeks. I went to this old place, man. These small towns, they ain't really nowhere to hang out, nowhere to dance. I ended up in this place called La Bambuas. Translation, that's like the woods. And I go over there, and I swear, true story, I get there, and the lights on the top of the club are Christmas lights. They're Christmas lights, I swear. Blue, green, yellow Christmas lights. I was like, holy shit. So I get there, and I see like it's kind of dark in the middle. So I'm thinking, why is it so dark in here? I mean, I know I got Christmas lights, but they kind of keep it dark. And then I noticed why they keep it dark. It's because most of the people there are over 65 or 70 years old. So they keep it dark so they won't see, their age. I was like, holy shit. I swear, I looked over to one side of the room, And one of these ladies didn't. She had a gold chain with one of those buttons that you press to call the ambulance. I fall and I can't get up. I swear, there was one of those ladies that had that one on her neck. Not all of them were really really old. I did see this fine girl, and I see another old friend of mine, and we're talking, and I tell him, "Damn, dude, there's a lot of elderly people here, but that girl's pretty fine." And then this is exactly what my friend said. Yeah, she is fine. She is fine. And then he says, exact for words. I'm not kidding. He says, but if you grab her with that black mandingo of yours, she is going to have a good time. That's exactly what he said. If I grab her with my black mandingo, right? And I'm thinking, this fucking guy remembers when we were little kids and we used to take a piss out in the river. And he used to look over at my dick and used to say, why is your dick so black? if your skin is tan. I swear, we were like 15-year-old kids and he used to say that. And fucking 25 years later, or 15 years later, around there, he still remembers that. And he said that, he said, if you grab her with your black mandingo, he remembered that I had a black dick. I'm fucking believable. Man, I watch some porn, I definitely like black porn. Black guys in porn are the best. They're really athletic, man. I seen this one porn that the camera guy tells the black dude, "Hey, can you lift your leg a little bit on the wall so I could get a screenshot underneath your leg?" so I could see you, so I could see the hole, both holes. The black guy's like, "Hey, yeah, sure." I swear to God, true. I saw this porn. There's a really big black guy. I mean, the guy was like about this big, really muscled, and he's having sex with this girl. And the guy's having sex with the girl. He's like this, oh, yeah. And then the guy's about to come. And when he comes, it's a big guy. I thought he was going to come like this. Right? But no, I swear, the guy came like this. I am not making this shit up. The guy came just like that. When I saw the guy come like that, I had to stop masturbating. And I started laughing. I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't do it. My dick went, boom, my hand went. I was like, forget about this shit. The black porn is the best. It's not like the Hispanic porn. Man, I seen Hispanic porns and they try to get all with the flowers in their ear. Motherfucker starts dancing. You gotta get straight to that. Fucking no dancing in this. There's one good thing and one bad thing about almost everything. I'm gonna give you an example. Well, like the Prince of Wales, the older one, the father. He's really rich, right? But that's the good thing. He's really rich. But the bad thing is, he's really ugly. Now, there's one good thing and one bad thing about herpes. The bad thing about herpes is you get a bunch of bumps in your skin or wherever, in your dick or pussy. That's the bad thing. But the good thing about herpes is if your wife or your girlfriend breaks up with you, she got herpes, bitch. And so does the man that's with her. So that's what you get when they cheat on you. I want to go visit a friend of mine to get a job in Puerto Rico. And he's a security guard. He's a security guard at it's like a junkyard or something. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, dude, how long you been working as a security guard? He's like, been working for like around a year, he tells me. So he I look at his back, and he's a security guard, right? I look at his back. He has a machete tied with a piece of rope. And I was like, what the fuck is that, dude? Don't you got like a nightstick or something? He's like, no, man, this is some broke-ass fucking security company. So they didn't give me no weapons. They got me protecting here, and I got a machete, and I put it on my back and tied it with a rope. And he had a jar right next to his waist. And I told him, what's the jar for? He's like, man, that's water and jalapeno together. I don't got no pepper spray. I got this jar with water and jalapeno. I'll throw that shit in their face. And their face will be burning like hell. Oh, shit, man. I try to I was looking for a job, and a buddy of mine offered me a weed dealing job, dealing marijuana. And I was like, man, I don't want to get caught, you know. And then I was thinking, you know what? I could go sell weed. What I do is I'll wear some sweatpants, you know, like some jogging pants. I'll wear some jogging pants, and if the cops chase me, I'll start running, right? I'll be running. And they'll say, why are you running? I was like, I'm not running, I'm jogging. Don't you see I got the jogging pants? I started, I went to nursery school. I was going to be a nurse, true story. And we were in the classroom. We were probably like about 3 months into studying. And the teacher was pretty cool, the professor with us. We could joke around with her and stuff. It's a true story. The professor asked me, so Greg, if a person faints, what are you going to do? And I said, I steal their wallet. A buddy of mine gave me a $2 bill as a gift. He had it in a case. It's like a classic gift $2 bill. And I was broke. I wanted to sell it. So I took it to a pawn shop. And these pawn shops over here in Puerto Rico, man, I mean, you can't hardly pawn nothing. I took this $2 bill to a pawn shop. It's a classic $2 bill. And the guy said, yeah, he had an accent. He's like, well, what do you want for it? What do you want for this $2 bill? I said, I want $30. He looked at me, he said, you want me to give you $30 for $2? I was like, it's a classic dollar bill. It's in a plastic case. He said again, you want me to give you $30 for $2? Okay, come on, man. He didn't give me shit. I had to take my $2 classic bill out. I went to visit my cousin. kind of a okay neighborhood. And you can tell that the neighborhood is not that good, because when you start driving through these places, you start seeing the street signs Pablo, Chapo, names like that. When you see names like that, you know you're not in a good neighborhood. I go pick up my cousin, and I go pick up my cousin, and I have to take him to a psychologist because he's a little bit depressed. So I go take him to a psychologist, drive him over there. The psychologist tells my cousin, "Why are you so depressed? Look out this window. You see all those mountains? You see all those mango trees? You see that river? You see the sky?" The psychologist tells my cousin, "Well, you see that? God made all that for you. It's all yours. Don't be so depressed." My cousin says, "Okay, well, if that's all mine, well, let's sell it because I'm broke. I need the money." When we were kids in Puerto Rico, we used to play a lot of different games from the ones in New York and Florida, you know. We didn't play jumping jacks. We played jump the fence and steal the neighbor's chicken. We used to play this also game. We used to see a plane pass by, one of those propeller planes, and we used to say, "Throw it! Throw it! Throw it!" We used to tell the plane to do that. The reason why we would do that is to tell the plane to throw us a kilo of cocaine or a bag of marijuana, because we used to see it in the news how the plane used to throw stuff, and so we used to go, "Throw it! Throw it! Throw it! Throw it over here!" One of our bigger brothers would say, "You motherfuckers better stop doing that shit, because one of these days, it's possible that that plane is going to throw something at you guys, thinking that you guys are really little drug dealers. And what's going to happen then if one of those planes throws it at you?" I told him when I was a little kid, if he does throw it at me, I'll take it. I'll sell it to your daddy." There was this old joke. This is a joke. I remember this girl. She told this joke in middle school. We were little kids. She used to ask one kid, "When you wipe your ass, do you look at the toilet paper?" The kid would say, "No." "Well, that means your ass is dirty, because the only way you know if your ass is clean is if you look at the toilet paper after you wipe it." I swear to God, that's a fucking 13-year-old kid joke over here in Puerto Rico. The only way you know if your ass is clean is if you look at the toilet paper to see if the toilet paper is dirty or not. Where we were kids, we used to play sword fighting. That's a totally different sword fighting of what you're thinking. We used to sword fight with our dicks. We were like 14 years old. After taking a piss in the woods, we used to get our dick hard. We say, "Come on!" And we used to sword fight with our dicks and make sounds. Cling, cling, cling. And they used to say, "Well, you lost because your dick got small as we were sword blading, as we were sword fighting with our dicks." And the other kid would say, "No, I won. My dick got small because I'm not gay like you. Your dick is still hard because you're fucking hitting another man's dick, you faggot." I had a gay buddy of mine come visit me in Florida, and we're driving. We passed by Dick's Sports store, and he said, Ooh, what's that? Dick Sports. Is that a store where they sell dildos? Oh, let me guess. That you play with dildos back and forth, and the black dildo always wins, right? They always dominate every sport. Oh man. Take a little break here. I'm getting tired. um, I used to play basketball with the same guy that was talking about Dick Sports. He's a gay guy. We were kids. Well, not two kids. We were like about 18 years old. I used to play basketball with him. And he used to get on the opposite team. It was 5 against 5. I'm saying, what the fuck is he doing? He's my friend. He should be on my team. But no, right? So then I figure out why. We started playing basketball, and he would say, "Okay, everybody, man on man, Greg is mine. Leave Greg alone. Leave Greg alone. Man on man," I said, and he would do this to me. Man on man, man on man, man on man. Put pressure on him. Put pressure on him. Put pressure. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck you doing? I'm trying to play basketball here. No, man on man. You get away from my man. He's mine. He's my man. You made wing cover. Pressure. Put pressure on him. I swear this is funny. Give me. Don't. Man on man. Get away from my man. I went to visit my other buddy of mine. He has some crazy kids. He goes, I go to his house, and he has this, it's like around a 4-year-old kid. It's like a little white Puerto Rican girl, really cute. She's like about this big, 4 years old. She got a little greenish hazel eyes, little curly goldie locks. So I'm at my friend's house looking at his daughter, and I look at her and I tell her, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she said, I'm putting sand and rocks in this little bucket so I could put it on your head." I swear to God, that's what she said. I was like, what the fuck? I actually jumped up because she sounded so sweet at the beginning. "I put a little sand and rocks in this bucket." I thought she was going to say something nice, but no, she came out, "I'm putting sand and rocks in this bucket so I could put it on your head." Like that. I was like, oh, shit, girl. What's wrong with you? His mother, his mother comes over to the house and tells the girl, "Stop acting like that because Santa Claus ain't going to give you no gifts." And then, my buddy, which is her dad, comes over, tells her mom, "You better," with an accent, you better stop telling the kids that Santa Claus is going to give them gifts because Santa Claus doesn't give them gifts, okay? Santa Claus doesn't give them no gifts. The one who gives them gifts is me. I'm the one who washes dishes and get paid $8 an hour, and I have to buy them gifts, okay? There is no fucking Santa Claus. Got it down the fucking chimney. We didn't even have a chimney. This is Puerto Rico. We didn't even have a chimney. And our doors, our doors are locked. They got gates. Our doors have bars. There's not even a thief can get in here. How is Santa Claus gonna come inside our house and give our kids a gift, huh? We go to my buddy's brother's house around Christmas, and my buddy's brother gives him a gift. And my buddy looks at the gift. He's like, "Huh? It's square. It looks like there's some white dust coming out of it. I wonder what could it be? It weighs like a kilo. Oh, no wonder Rudolph has a red nose. No wonder. My cousin told me, Greg, did you know that there has been 100,000 Puerto Ricans that left to United States and never came back? I told him, they haven't came back? That's because they're probably in jail. Oh, shit. It's a true story. I went to a town festival. As a matter of fact, it's not too far from here. And I see 3 buddy of mine. And they I see 3 of them. 2 of them are really coked up. They're like this, with their eyes really wide open and drinking beer, and they won't stand still, and they're dancing by themselves. Right? One of them is talking to me. I swear, he's right here talking to me, and I'm like listening to the music, and he's like this, poking me. Greg. We started talking right here, I swear. Greg, and he was like, Greg, and I'm like trying to get a little bit away from him. But I look over, and I'm like, what? He's like, Greg. And I'm like, what? He's like, Greg. We started a conversation over there. We ended up the conversation all the way over here. And probably even further than that. Then, out of nowhere, one of our other buddies was sitting down. I swear, he was sitting down, and he gets up. He was so drunk. He must have been drinking all day because it was only like 8 o'clock at night. He gets up, and when he gets up, he fell. He got up from a bench. He fell, and he fell like this, face first. Blah! He fell face first. His body went sideways. My other 2 friends, instead of picking him up, this is what they did. They started counting like if it was a boxing match. Like if somebody hit him. Nobody hit him. The guy fell by himself. And they were like this. 1, 2, 3. They kept on counting. And I'm like, help him out. And they're like, no. 4, 5, 6. They counted up to 10. And they left him there. They left him there the whole time. They said, knockout. Knockout. That's what they said. I was like, oh. I had a buddy of mine in Florida, United States. we were at a bar one time, and he goes. This guy asked him, "Hey, do you got a match?" And my buddy says, "Yeah, I got a match. Your face with your ass." I was like, what the fuck? I told that to my mom, because my mom smokes. She's like, hey, Greg, you got a match? I was like, yeah, Mom, your face with your ass. She's like, no, that's rude. That's rude. No, don't say that joke. I have this other friend, man. This other friend sings out of nowhere. I could be talking about, yo, let's go eat down at this restaurant. Let's go eat there. Hey, he goes, all I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling. I just stay looking at him. He doesn't even answer if he wants to go to the restaurant or not. And then I said, yo, I got to go buy myself some shoes. He's like, sometimes I can't have a fucking normal conversation with this motherfucker. He starts singing out of fucking nowhere. I have a, well, my mom has a Ford Fiesta. It's kind of like a small car. And we get in the Ford Fiesta, right? I mean, this car is small. And I get in the car. My mom gets in the passenger seat. My grandma gets in the back seat. My grandma got behind me, which was a bad idea because I'm kind of tall. So, you know, these small cars, you gotta put the seat back. So I put the seat back. It went, I pinched my grandma's poor little legs, man. Bam. She goes, "Hey, Dios mío!" In Spanish, like calling, "Oh my God." And yeah, but this time, you know, she needed God. And I go over to check something, get my sunglasses out of the glove compartment. I elbow my mom in the face by mistake. The glove compartment's so freaking small. I went to turn on the radio, and I hit the flashing lights. Now, I'm driving down the road with the flashing lights. My mom got a black eye. My grandma is screaming in the back, "Ay, Dios mío!" It's just, and I'm driving like this in front of the car, man. It's it's fucking crazy. Ford Fiestas are small, man. Oh. It's a true story. Tom Cruise wanted to be an Iron Man, and the producers from Iron Man said, "No, you cannot be Iron Man." Now, this is what I think. Why can Tom Cruise couldn't be Iron Man? Because the Iron Man mask wouldn't close on his nose. Like that. Tom Cruise wants to be at everything, man. You can't be Iron Man. The mask won't close on your face. What about Will Smith? Will Smith wants to be in everything too. He doesn't even care if his superhero is called Hancock. He don't care if the superhero holds the cock in his hand. What kind of superhero are you? The type that holds the cock in his hand? He didn't even have a damn uniform. He had like a little beanie hat. It looked like a broken condom. What kind of fucking superhero is that? Oh, fuck. Got a dry throat. What about Deadpool? Out of so many uniforms a new superhero could wear, Deadpool wants to wear the same colors as Spider-Man. What the fuck? Deadpool, and he looks a lot like Spider-Man too. The only thing he just likes is like blades and guns. Deadpool is like Spider-Man's crackhead cousin. He really is. I've been watching a lot of TV. I've been watching these cop shows, Dallas SWAT, and I've been comparing them with the police from Laredo, from South Texas. And this is what I see. I compare both of them. Dallas SWAT, this is what I saw, true story, on TV. Dallas SWAT gathered up all their guys, like about 10 guys. They're all wearing bulletproof vests. They're wearing helmets. They got the machine guns. They got a battle ram truck. And this is what they do. Dallas SWAT takes some type of like rope or something, wraps it around the window, puts it onto the big truck, and they peel out the door, they break the door, they break the window, and then they just hop in and go in through the window. When they go in, this one episode, they did all that. They broke the door down, they broke the window down. Man, they even took like half of a wall down. It was ridiculous. And when they went in, they only found a little bag like this with a little residue of whatever it was, meth or something. They went through all that shit to get a little bag of meth. Now compare them to the South Texas cops. They're a bunch of Mexicans. It's like Pepe, Juan, and even the music even goes like this. The soundtrack for the show. Hey. And then it's just three. Pepe, Juan, and I don't know what the other name is. Juan Guzman, something like that. So they don't got no bulletproof vest. They just got a big belly. That's all they got. They're like, yo, Pepe, we're gonna do a good bust tonight, okay? So Pepe gets on the phone. He's like, hey girls, the guy there? The girl's like, what I think of, the girl says, see? So, and that's it, 15 minutes. They go over there, and an Impala, El Camino fucking truck. No SWAT, no shit. There's only 4 of them. And they go and walk, and they're like, where's he at? They just knock on the door. They don't knock on no doors. The girl's like, he's over there watching Telemundo. They walk in. They're like, wait, where the drugs, huh? Where the drugs? He's like, the guy's too high. He don't fucking care anymore. He's like, man, they're over there in the garage. They go to the garage. Bro, I swear they found like thousands of pounds of marijuana, fucking 20 bags of heroin. Very fucking simple. What about Alaska State Troopers? That has to be hard, because how the fuck you arrest a bear in Alaska? How? Hey, we got a 1020. A bear ate a picnic. There was people eating at a picnic. The bear came over and took the picnic basket with all the with all the ham and cheese. Okay, Alaska State Trooper shows up. Where's the bear? People are like, he ran to the woods. Oh, okay, I see him. Hey, bear, freeze! The bear's like, roar! The cop is like, well, that's one black bear I'm not running after. What about Cajun police? Cajun police are the cops of Louisiana. Those guys have it tough too, man. They're like, well, we got an 11:30 over here, cold, blue, green, whatever, however. There's an alligator in the damn yard. Cajun police shows up, police of Louisiana. Alligator, get down on the ground. The alligator's already down on the ground. The alligator's like, come and get me. I dare you. I'm already down. I was watching this show. I don't know what the name of the show was. This shit was funny. It's true. I think it's Steve Harvey is in it, something like that. They asked, the question of the show is, what do burglars do not want to see when they break into a home? I swear, one of the guys said, my naked grandma. I'm not kidding. Oh, man. There's a dating commercial. I don't know if you guys seen it. I saw it. This is exactly what the woman said. I am not lying. You're probably going to see this commercial someday. It's a dating commercial. The woman says, I've been looking online for somebody, but I found this .com dating. I don't know what the name of the .com dating show is, or the dating thing is, but this is what she said. I found this online, and this is a good channel to but also for my son. That's exactly what she said. I'm not looking for just a man. I'm looking a man for me and for my son. And I'm thinking, what the fuck are you trying to do? Have an orgy? You fucking sick bitch. A man for you and your fucking son? She just did it. She said it wrong. She should have said it. I'm looking for a man for me and a man to be a father of my son. But no. She didn't say it like that. She's like, I was looking for a man for me and also for my son. What a dumb bitch. There's another dating commercial that's farmersonly.com. It's like, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. And you hear a cow go at the end, moo. Well, I was thinking they should do a online farmersonly.com for Hispanic people. They should do like, play a guitar or something like that. And put the horn. And say, we met at farmershispanic.com. We have in common, she has a marijuana field. I have a cocaine field. When she needs cocaine, I give it to her. When I need marijuana, she gives it to me. You don't have to be lonely at HispanicOnly.com. Yeepaw! You hear gunshot? Pow! Damn, I gotta. What about this robot, man, Alexa? There's a robot. It's like a little square, a circle robot. You ask her questions, and she'll tell you everything. It's like an iBot. It's like, Alexa, where is what are they gonna give in the movies today, Alexa? She tells you what it's gonna be. I would like to have that, so I could ask her my questions. Alexa, where is the nearest weed spot at? At 22nd Street? Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, where are the nearest hookers at? At 5th Street. At what time? At 10 o'clock? Then ask her some crazy random question. Alexa, who has the biggest dick in the world? LeBron James? What? Alexa, who has the biggest balls? Shaquille O'Neal? Holy shit! Has anybody thought about Transformers having sex? Am I the only one? Oh, Optimus Prime, you are so fine. Can you imagine having the Transformers having sex as your neighbors on the 3rd floor? All you hear is metal banging against metal. And they don't need oil because they already got oil in the hole. There's another show called Pawn Stars. And what it is, I don't know if you've seen the show. Let me explain it to you. Pawn Stars. It's on the History Channel. And what it is, people take their antiques, like whatever, paintings, jewelry, and they go there, and some of it is worth a lot, like thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous, like $100,000, $200,000, things like that. It's a good show. It's called Pawn Stars. They take really old stuff, man, from like back in, I don't know, man, 16th century, something like that. I was thinking I should go one of these days to that show, and this is what I'll do. I'll bring a little white napkin inside of a glass case, and I'll tell, I think the guy's name is Rick Harrison, one of the guys who works there. Like, Rick, come here, I got something for you. Very interesting. It's like, what is it? Inside this glass case, I got a white handkerchief. Now, if you open up this white handkerchief, there's something brown in it. Rick is going to say, well, what is it? And I'm going to tell him, listen, I went to Washington, D.C. to this old house. It was an outhouse. And I found it. When I found it, I found out that this is George Washington's shit. I had the DNA tested and everything. This is the shit, Rick. This is George Washington's shit. Rick is going to say like he always says, I'm going to have somebody come over and check it out just to make sure. You're like, yes, Rick, check out the DNA completely. My mom, she likes to watch a bunch of different shows. I tell her, Mom, you should, what show are you watching, Mom? She's like, oh, I'm watching Eva Up Close. Killer Sisters. Killer Kids. And I'm like, Mom, you should stop watching those things. You should watch things like nature. You should watch things like the flowers growing, how bees make honey, how the rivers flow. You should watch like Martha Stewart shows like She Knits a Sweater, things like that. She's like, oh no, I ain't watching that. Then she says, oh look, they're going to give tonight a Chapo Guzman his story completely. And she changes the channel. I got to watch it. I've been playing online and meet a lot of different people. I play online PlayStation, and I have this buddy of mine. He speaks really light. When he's on the mic, he's like this. Hey, Greg. That fucking guy shot me in the back, man, and you didn't fucking tell me. You didn't fucking tell me, man. That shit's pissing me the fuck off. All this time, you saw the guy coming. Oh, like, Chalky, I didn't fucking see him coming, dude. I didn't see he was going to shoot you in the back. We're playing a war game. He's like, man, that shit pisses me the fuck off. That's it. I ain't playing with you right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put your ass in mute. I'll put you in mute. I don't want to hear you talk anymore. That's the way he talks. And he's not doing that with the microphone effect. He normally talks like that. There was this one guy, we were online. I swear, this is what he said. He said, yo, I didn't know your eyes were blue. I was like, I told him, my eyes are not blue. And he said, yes, they are. Because when I shot you, one blew to the left and one blew to the right. And I was like, this motherfucker has jokes. Motherfucking son of a bitch. Some people just get rude. You shoot them in these war games online, and they're like, fuck your mom. And I'm like, actually, you could do that because my mom is like 70 years old and she has no teeth. She's missing a titty from cancer. So if you want to fuck her, you go ahead. I think she would like that. Actually, she would enjoy it completely. They don't say shit after that. They don't tell you fuck my mom anymore. There's this other game. It's a dinosaur game. It's online. I was in the mountain, and I'm looking over, and I see like a group of like 3 guys over here, 3 guys over there, and it's a true story. It's a dinosaur game online where you could build houses and stuff, and so one of the guys tells the other guy, hey, don't build there. And the other guy says, why? Why not? Why am I not going to build here? He's like, because you're getting too close to my house. To me, they sound like some gangsters from New York. They have that New York accent. So these are like gangsters from New York playing online, playing some dinosaur games. One is telling the other, don't build there because you're building it too close to my house. The other guy says, "Oh, really? You don't want me to build here?" This is exactly what the guy did. He called the other guy. I think it was, "Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony, bring your brontosaurus over here because this guy doesn't want me to build a house here." The guy brings his brontosaurus over. I swear that motherfucker's like as big as more than this. "Yeah, what you gonna do now? I got my big dinosaur with me. You gonna tell me I ain't gonna build here now?" I swear, he's just like that. All right, it's time for jokes. Like the whole shit wasn't a joke, right? These are different jokes. I was in New York, and me and my girlfriend were looking for apartments. And I said, "Oh, look, honey, this apartment comes with a dishwasher." And she said, "Oh, that's okay. We don't need another Puerto Rican inside the house." She was talking about me. What was the first thing that Michael Jackson said when he went to heaven? What was the first thing that Michael Jackson said when he went to heaven? "Where is baby Jesus?" Don't take it personal. For all you Michael Jackson fans. There's an Hispanic crossing the border. I don't know if you heard this joke before. Probably have, but I'm going to say it. 'Cause I don't know who heard it, who not, okay? There's an Hispanic man crossing the border. The guard said, "If you can make a sentence with green, pink, and yellow, I'll let you cross the border." The Hispanic man said, "Okay. Make a sentence with green, pink, and yellow?" "Okay. The phone goes green, green. I pick it up and I say, yellow, yellow." There's a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, and a Cuban talking, hanging out. The Dominican guy says, "In Dominican Republic, we have the best green bananas, the plantains." The Cuban guy says, "Oh, I'll pass that through my dick. In Cuba, we have good green bananas too." The Puerto Rican guy says, "In Puerto Rico, we make the best razor wire. Let me see you pass that through your dick." Oh, man. Whew. What do basketball players and hookers have in common? What do basketball players and hookers have in common? That they both get paid to play with balls. I made that joke up. Oh, shit. There's this cowboy. He goes to a bar. He tells the bartender, "Hey, bartender, give me a strong drink." Bartender gives him a drink. The cowboy says, "That drink wasn't strong enough. Give me another drink." The bartender tells him, well, he doesn't tell him nothing. The bartender goes and puts a bullet in the cowboy's drink and gives it to him. The cowboy takes a drink, drinks it, he leaves. Cowboy comes back the next day and tells the bartender, "Bartender, that was a good drink, but don't give me that drink again because I farted and I killed my horse." Now, this is one of my favorite jokes I've heard it years ago. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm going to say it. There's a bear and a bunny shitting in the woods. The bear turns around and asks the bunny, "Hey, bunny, do you have problems with shit sticking to your fur?" The bunny turns around and says, "No." So the bear takes the bunny and wipes his ass with him. Good night, people. Thank you, Gred, Rios, crazy and funny. Have a great time.